Very good morning, viewers. Hello and welcome. You're watching Quick this morning. I'm Shivangi Shukla, and we are getting you all, our viewers, the top updates and wishing all our viewers a very happy and prosperous Diwali. We bring you the latest news from around the nation and across the globe, so that you are first up. Now, let's get started with the top stories and the top national stories coming in as we go ahead on Quick Morning. Prime Minister Modi will visit Gujarat today to celebrate the Rashtriya Ekta Divas. He will inaugurate and lay the foundation stone for various infrastructural and development projects worth over 280 crore in Ekta Nagar. He will also be addressing the officer trainees of the 99th Common Foundation course in Aram 6.0. The Prime Minister will also be offering floral tributes at the Statue of Unity, followed by the Rashtriya Ekta Divas celebrations. This year's theme is Roadmap for Atmanirbharta and Viksit Bharat, and the program includes 653 trainees from 16 Indian civil services and 3 from Bhutan. During the Ekta Divas celebration, the Prime Minister will administer the Ekta Divas pledge and witness a parade featuring 16 marching contingents, special performances and a flypast by the Indian Air Force. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh announced that India and China have gone and reached a consensus to improve the situation along with the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh following diplomatic and military discussions. Speaking in Tezpur during Diwali celebration with troops, Singh attributed this achievement to the discipline and courage of the armed forces. He reaffirmed India's commitment to maintaining good relations with its neighbours, but acknowledged that certain situations may require actions to ensure borders security. Singh assured that the government will take necessary steps to support the peace restoration process in alignment with the armed forces' interests.
और आप जानते हैं कि अभी हाल में ही एलएसी पर बॉर्डर रिलेटेड एक बहुत बड़ी डेवलपमेंट हुई है। भारत और चीन के बीच एलएसी पर कुछ क्षेत्रों में अपने कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स को रिजॉल्व करने में यानी सुलझाने में डिप्लोमेटिक और मिलिट्री लेवल पर लंबे समय से बात चल रही थी। हम सबके लंबे प्रयासों के बाद एलएसी पर ग्राउंड सिचुएशन को रिजॉल्व करने में हम आपस में एक कंसेंसस पर पहुंच गए हैं और उसमें कामयाबी हम सबको हासिल हुई है।
Significant development. The Indian Army has announced the successful completion of disengagement between Indian and Chinese forces in the Depsang and Demchok area. Sources indicate that both nations will soon begin coordinated patrolling, marking a positive step towards peace along the line of actual control. Disengagement will be involving troop withdrawals and the restoration of status quo in these sensitive border regions. The ground commanders will continue to discuss many and manage any potential tensions. As a gesture of goodwill, the Indian Army plans to exchange sweets with their Chinese counterparts on Diwali, symbolizing hopes for a harmonious relationship during the festive season. The Chinese ambassador to India, Xu Fei Hong, commented that this progress reflects both countries' commitment resolving disputes through dialogue and cooperation, following multiple rounds of talks aimed at de-escalating tensions.
So anyway, this is my first time to visit Calcutta. So I'm very happy to be here and to have felt very strong hospitality and friendship from the local people. So I enjoyed my stay here in this city. And tomorrow will be a wonderful holiday. I just want to say that happy Diwali to every friend in Calcutta. And in regard of the very important meeting between President Xi and Prime Minister Modi just now, I had made a very brief in my speech about their important visit. Now that the two leaders have reached many important understandings, that will be the guidelines for the further development of our relations of our two countries.
Ayodhya celebrated Diwali with much grandeur and a dazzling display of culture and unity during the Deep Utsav festivities, where 2 new Guinness World Records were established and organized by the Uttar Pradesh Department of Tourism and District Administration. The event drew thousands of participants and spectators. The first record was set for the most people simultaneously performing Diya rotation, showcasing the region's rich cultural heritage. The second record featured an impressive display of over 2.5 lakh oil lamps or diyas illuminating the landscape and symbolizing hope and unity that perfectly embodies the spirit of Diwali.
ये दीपोत्सव का एक कार्यक्रम जहां हमको दीप से दीप जलाने की, सामाजिक और राष्ट्रीय एकता को संबल प्रदान करने की नई प्रेरणा प्रदान कर रहा है। रामायण का यह दृश्य प्रभु श्री राम का अयोध्या आगमन के उत्सव के रूप में दीपोत्सव का यह आयोजन इसी श्रृंखला का हिस्सा है।
The ruling BJP is contesting 148 assembly seats in Maharashtra, the highest among major political parties, followed by Congress with 103 seats. Now, nearly 8,000 candidates have filed nominations for 288 assembly seats as the process concluded on Tuesday. The Shiv Sena, led by the Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, has fielded candidates in 80 seats. The Deputy CM Ajit Pawar's NCP has nominated 53 candidates for the November 20th polls. The Mahavikas Aghadi coalition features Congress contesting 103 seats, Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena UBT with 89 and Sharad Pawar's NCP SP with 87 seats. A total of 7,995 candidates have submitted 10,905 nominations to the Election Commission, according to the state's Chief Electoral Officer.
हमारी यहाँ पर पूरी तैयारी है। महाराष्ट्र के अंदर हमारा गठबंधन बहुत मजबूत है। हमारी सीट शेयरिंग बहुत अच्छे माहौल में संपन्न हो गई है और सत्ताधारी दल समझ गया है कि उनका जाना तय है। वो कितनी भी कोशिश कर लें, कितना प्रलोभन दे लें, कितना दबाव बना लें, लेकिन महाविकास आघाड़ी के सारे उम्मीदवार मजबूत स्थिति में हैं। और मराठवाड़ा जहाँ पर आज हम खड़े हैं, यहाँ के लोग तो पूरी तरह मन मना के बैठे हुए हैं कि कांग्रेस और सहयोगी दल के लोगों को जिताना है। हमारा मैनिफेस्टो, हमारा प्रचार, हमारा कैंपेन, हमारा प्रत्याशियों का चयन बहुत बेहतर है। और जो माहौल आज मुझे देखने को मिल रहा है, सभी धर्म के लोग, सभी जाति बिरादरी के लोग आज चाहते हैं कि बदलाव हो और बदलाव होगा।
The BJP has made it clear that it will not campaign for ally NCP's candidate Nawab Malik in the assembly polls due to his alleged links with fugitive gangster Dawood Abraham, but has no objection to his daughter's candidacy. Nawab Malik, a former state minister, filed his nomination from the Mankhurd Shivaji Nagar Assembly constituency in Mumbai as a part of the candidate of the Deputy CM Ajit Pawar's led National NCP. Now, the party also nominated his younger daughter, Sana Malik, from the Anushakti Nagar constituency, a seat her father has represented many times in the past. This is Sana Malik's maiden assembly election. Ajit Pawar-led party provided a nomination form to Nawab Malik just minutes before the deadline for the process ended, allowing him to officially contest elections as a party candidate. However, BJP's Mumbai released a video message on Tuesday evening clarifying the party's stance that it will not campaign for Nawab Malik. After Darshan has been arrested over 4 months ago in a murder case, was released from jail on Wednesday after the Karnataka High Court granted him interim bail on medical grounds for spine surgery. The 47-year-old has been in Ballari prison since his arrest on June 11th, facing charges in the Renakaswamy murder case, along with his friend Pavitra and 15 others. The court, led by Justice S. Vishwajit Shetty, granted 6 weeks of interim bail, and Darshan was released after jail authorities completed the necessary formalities. Conditions for his bail include executing a personal bond of 2 lakh rupees with 2 sureties and surrendering his passport to the trial court. Karnataka Deputy CM D.K. Shivakumar stated that the government respectfully welcomes the High Court decision to grant interim bail to the actor. The day before Diwali, air pollution in Delhi significantly increased, with 8 monitoring stations recording very poor air quality. The overall air quality index reached 278 at 9 a.m., up from 268 the previous day, while remaining in the poor category despite a slight improvement due to favorable wind conditions. The AQI has been higher earlier in the week, peaking at 304 on Monday and 359 on Sunday. According to the Central Pollution Control Board, the 8 stations recording very poor AQI include Anand Vihar, Ashok Vihar and others.
पॉल्यूशन से बचने के लिए हर उपाय करना चाहिए, लेकिन जो एक दिन के त्यौहार को बैन करने की कोशिश कर रही है आम आदमी पार्टी, हम उसके खिलाफ हैं।
One person died and many others were injured in a fire at a chemical factory distilling crude oil in West Bengal's North 24 Parganas district on Wednesday afternoon. According to a police officer, the fire erupted inside 2 oil tankers at the factory. Around 1 p.m., 3 of the injured are in critical condition. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined. And getting you some more updates coming in right now from the world of business. We're coming to know some top stories making the headlines from the world of business, finance and economy. Let's get started. Response to the significant decline in foreign investment, the Indian government is exploring expanded measures to enhance flexibility for strategic foreign investors seeking stakes in local companies. This comes as offshore investment has fallen to its lowest level in 5 years, with gross foreign direct investment (FDI) recorded at $71 billion for the 2023 to 2024 fiscal year. A slight decrease from $71.4 billion in the previous year and down from $84.8 billion in 2021 to 22. The proposed changes aim to attract more stable forms of capital as FDI has remained lackluster despite India's rapid economic growth. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman recently highlighted the need for $100 billion in FDI annually to meet the country's investment demands, an increase from the current $70 to $80 billion. According to data from India Ratings and Research, India attracted 2.1% in global FDI in 2023, a notable drop from a peak of 6.5% in 2020. Life Insurance Corporation of India (LIC) has received a demand notice from tax authorities for approximately 65 rupees crore related to the short payment of goods and services tax for the fiscal year 2017-2018. Now the notification, which was communicated to LIC on October 30th, also includes a penalty of rupees 6.5 crore along with applicable interest. Notice is part of the routine audits conducted by tax authorities to ensure compliance with tax regulations. LIC has stated that this development will not have a material impact on its financials, operations, or other activities. The insurer emphasized that its commitment to comply with tax laws and rectify any discrepancies promptly. LIC plays a critical role in the country's financial ecosystem, and the management is confident in addressing the notice efficiently. The demand notice comes at a time when the insurance sector is navigating various regulatory challenges and economic shifts. LIC has been actively working on enhancing its compliance mechanisms to mitigate such issues in the future. Consulting and research company Deficient has said that Reliance Jio remains the world leader in mobile data traffic for the third consecutive quarter, outperforming global rivals. Sharing a post on social media platform X, Deficient has shared a chart that compared the mobile data traffic of operators like Jio China Mobile, Airtel China, Unicom and Vodafone Idea. Reliance Jio Infocom clinched a 23.1% increase in standalone net profit for quarter 2 of the financial year to rupees 6,231 crores. The revenue from operations of Reliance Jio Infocom, largest of the 3 private telecom players in the Indian telecom market, climbed almost 14.5% year-on-year to rupees 28,338 crore. The total subscriber base stood at 47.8 million in quarter 2, lower than around 489.7 million in quarter 1. Following some bit of SIM consolidation that the company expects to taper down going forward, Jio has reached 148 million subscribers on 5G in less than 2 years of its launch and continues to be the largest 5G operator outside China. The revenue from operations of Jio platforms rose 18% to rupees 31,700 plus crore in just ended September quarter. India's largest IT service exporter TCS on Wednesday said it has invested 50 million Brazilian real, that's around 72 crore rupees, to accelerate innovation across South America. The Tata Group company also announced a 10-year partnership with Brazil's higher education and research institution INSPER, under which it will develop solutions using technologies such as AI, generative AI, the Internet of Things and spatial computing. Proposed research initiatives include satellite-based geosensing to enhance crop yields, reduce downtime in offshore oil rigs, and using AI to accelerate new drug development. The collaboration between TCS and ESPR will include academic research, development of technology, prototypes, and organization of seminars, hackathons, and technology talks, stating that the idea is to establish a bridge to the market to serve companies with different profiles. TCS's country head for Brazil, Bruno Rocha, said TCS will be able to access academic expertise and collaborate with ESPR's business and engineering capabilities. And India's biggest e-scooter maker, Ola Electric, has ramped up capacity at its service center across the country by over 30% to transform its service and elevate the after-sales experience of customers. Ola, which commands nearly a third of the market share in India's e-scooter market, has added over 50 service centers and has hired more than 500 service technicians across new and existing service centers to streamline operations and clear all backlogs. The company reportedly has also bombarded Ernst & Young for service transformation, strategy and optimization of overall service processes. In September, founder and CMD Bhavish Agarwal has announced Hyper Service campaign with the goal of offering technology-led best-in-class after-sales experience. As part of the announcement, Ola Electric plans to double the company-owned service network to 1,000 centers by December 2024. According to the government portal, Vahan, Ola Electric has reinforced its leadership position in the category with an increased market share of over 30% in October so far, up from 27% in September 2024. It's time to move ahead to all the big global stories making the headlines on Quick Morning. Let's get started with those. President Joe Biden on Wednesday hailed Cyprus for helping move badly needed humanitarian aid into Gaza and the Mediterranean nations' cooperation in response to Russia's war in Ukraine, as he welcomed President Nikos to White House for talks. The Oval Office meeting comes days after US and other officials announced that countries are launching a strategic dialogue aimed at bolstering security and stability in a crisis-wracked region through initiatives including counterterrorism, training of personnel from Middle Eastern countries, and fighting sanctions evasion. Biden told one of the officials at the start of the meeting that there is no limit to what the US and Cyprus can achieve when both countries work together. The new coordination marks the latest example of Cyprus's tightening relations with the US after decades of walking a tightrope between Washington and Moscow. Cyprus has moved closer to the US after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Recent rally, Vice President Kamala Harris told audience in North Carolina that this is a movement for a new generation of leadership in America, offering herself as both a transition from former President Donald Trump and more subtly President Joe Biden. Trump is 78 years old and this is his third run for the presidency. Biden, who stepped aside to allow Harris to be the Democratic nominee over the summer, is 81 years old. Harris also lamented that a third of the women live in a state with the fear of abortion ban, including North Carolina and every state in the South except for Virginia. Trump was central in remaking the Supreme Court, nominating 3 conservative justices who were key to overturning Roe versus Wade and federal abortion protection in 2022. Since that decision, abortion has invigorated and refreshed the Democratic base and threatened Republicans. Trump has since said he would not sign a federal abortion ban. European Union's foreign policy chief has on Wednesday urged Georgian authorities to hold a transparent inquiry into the recently concluded parliamentary election in the country. Following allegations of irregularities and discrepancies, Joseph Borrell's statement came as a prosecutor's office in Georgia said it has launched a probe into the alleged vote rigging in last weekend's election. European observers said that the election took place in a divisive environment marked by intimidation and instances of vote buying, double voting, and physical violence. The US and the EU have called for a full and transparent investigation of the alleged violation. Allegations of Russian Meddling remained rife as a ruling party, Georgian Dream, adopted a foreign influence law similar to one enacted in Russia to crack down on dissent. Borrells described some of the allegations as grave, while he urged the ruling party to stay devoid of Russian influence. It's time for a quick break on a quick morning, but do not go anywhere. We'll come back with more stories from the world of sports and entertainment. Stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers. You're watching Quick Morning. I'm Shivangi. Let's start from all the sports story that we are tracking here as we get you the top updates from the world of sports. Let's get started. Mohan Bagan Supergiant produced sparkling fireworks in festive week to secure a sublime 2-0 victory against host Hyderabad FC in the Indian Super League. The Mariners moved to the second place in the points table upon garnering 13 points from 6 games. Indian shuttlers Ayush Shetty and Satish Kumar advanced to the men's single pre-quarter-finals of the Open Super 300 tournament. After beating their respective opponents here, Shetty has beaten Finland 21-12, 21-17 in the first round match that lasted 38 minutes. He will face Giovanni Totti of Italy next. Narendra Kandola starred with 15 points to lead the Tamil Thalaivas to a dominating 44-25 win over Gujarat Giants, the third of the Pro Kabaddi League Season 11. Sahil Gulia and Sachin also scored 5 points each, while Guman Singh finished with 7 points for Gujarat Giants. Let's get to some stories coming in from the world of showbiz and entertainment on Quick Morning. The 29th Festival of Chocolate Fair has opened up in Paris, attracting chocolate enthusiasts from around the globe. Over the next 5 days, the event will be showcasing the talents of chocolate makers, pastry chefs, confectioners, and other producers. Major brands with participation from 500 exhibitors across 60 countries. The inaugural evening featured a unique fashion show where models showcased creations that combined textiles and chocolate, a result of collaborations between fashion designers and chocolatiers. The event runs from October 29 to November 3rd.
Served in the House of Representatives in the state of Hawaii, so that's where I'm from. And one of my great passions was the cacao industry, the chocolate industry, because I see it as a great benefit to Hawaii. And this event is the largest chocolate show on earth, and we thought we'd come and see it and see if it can come to Hawaii.
Hollywood star Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz are set to reteam for Day Drinker, a thriller that hails from Lionsgate. Mark Webb, the director behind 500 Days of Summer and Amazing Spider-Man franchise that starred Andrew Garfield, is on board to helm the upcoming movie. Day Drinker follows a cruise ship bartender who meets a mysterious day drinker. Both of them soon find themselves entangled in a criminal underbelly, connected in unexpected ways. The film marks the fourth collaboration between Depp and Penelope Cruz after Blow, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Murder on the Orient Express. Also marks Depp's most high-profile project following his highly publicized divorce from Aquaman's actress Amber Heard. And Robert Zemeckis is embracing AI in movie making, but says computing power can never replace a human touch. The 72-year-old director of Forrest Gump and the Back to the Future franchise used an artificial intelligence program to de-age from Tom Hanks and Robin Wright for his new film here. He says antipathy by many in Hollywood to AI mirrors past technological advances, and says that the AI technology available now allows people to build an entire movie using computer-generated characters, music and dialogue. The result may be the birth of a new genre of movies created entirely by computers that Zemeckis likens to electronic music. And viewers, that's all we have for you on Quick Morning, but do not go anywhere because we'll be back with much more for you on India's #1 news channel, Republic TV.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.